Okay, this is your CA121 video for your syllabus. Okay, so we go to the Start Here button, and under Start Here, you're going to see your syllabus. So go ahead and click on your syllabus. And it's going to open right up for you as a PDF file. Okay, from the top, my name is Kathy Osborne, and you can reach me via email right there. It's hot linked. All you have to do is click on it. My office hours are held in the BE building on the second floor in room 228 on Monday and Wednesday from 12:30 to 3 p.m. Okay? Now, the thing is, I don't want you to drive to campus to come see me in my office and I'm gone to a meeting. So please make sure you email me and let me know if you're going to come in, particularly if you're driving in, from home and you're not already going to be on campus. Please email me just to make sure that I'm going to be in my office during those hours, okay? The advisory is that you have completed CA103 or CA221 prior to taking this class, okay? Now, your textbook is required. I cannot make this clear enough to you. You cannot take this class without the textbook. You also cannot take this class with an older version of the textbook. If you don't buy the textbook or you use an older version, you will fail the class. Why? Because all the work we do is in the textbook. So you literally can't do the work for this class without the textbook, okay? It's new perspectives. You can see it right here. We've got the ISBN number. You need the textbook only. You don't need the MindTap card if that's offered to you. Now you can buy it in our bookstore, or if you click right here, it's going to take you to the textbook publisher's main website that's going to tell you a lot more information about different ways to get the textbook, okay? So, first of all, if you buy it, you can see it's $227.95, and that's very expensive, okay? Next, you could rent it for $84.99, which is awesome. Rentals are perfectly acceptable. You just don't write in the book. Or you could get the ebook for only $60, right? So that's your best deal. Again, any of these work just fine. If you don't like ebooks, then go ahead and rent it. And if you want to keep the book forever as a reference, then go ahead and buy it. Totally up to you. This is an extremely new book. Last semester was the first time we used it, so you're not going to find a lot of great deals out on Amazon or anything, because sometimes you can find really good deals on some of your textbooks. Unfortunately, as new as this one is, I don't think you're going to find anything. Go ahead and take a look, but I think that these prices right here are about as low as you're going to be able to find it. Okay, let me pop that back open. So, we've established that you have to have your textbook, right? Now, if you don't have Excel 2016, you're also not going to be able to take the class. You absolutely 100% have to have Excel 2016, not an older version. They're very different, okay? So, you can buy it for $39.99 right here. All you have to do is click on it. It's going to take you over there, because you're a student at ABC and you will have to prove it, and you'll have to scan in a copy of your student ID and send it in. Or you can download it for free right here. Now, it sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. I did this on a couple of my own computers at home, and this is a full version right here. Okay, and it doesn't like disappear off your computer or do anything weird things. It's not like one of those, temporary. Sometimes you buy a computer, you just get it for a few months. No, you can download this and have it on your computer and it stays there. Okay? So, if you don't have 2016, you have to have 2016 to pass the class. So you need two things. You need your textbook and you need Office 2016. Now, when you go to email me, you have to email me from your ABC email address. I won't open an email from Hotmail or Yahoo or any of that, because I don't know who pookiebear127@yahoo.com is. It's probably a virus to me, so I don't open it. So make sure you email me from your ABC email address, okay? Also, don't call me. Don't take the time to go hunt down my phone number in the directory and call me. There's a reason why it's not in my syllabus. And the reason is that I don't check my phone that often, whereas my email, I check all the time. It's on my phone, right? It's with me 24/7. So you definitely get a hold of me via email and not the phone. go ahead on your own and read your course description and your course objectives and your student learning outcomes, okay, so you know everything that we're going to be doing in this class. We are going to have online lectures, which is basically the PowerPoint presentations, our discussion boards, videos where I demonstrate how to do everything, and you can work with your peers. We have homework and we have exams. I do drop your lowest test grade and your lowest chapter review questions grade. Now, about our tests. I do not allow anyone to take a test late. If you do not take the test during the scheduled testing period, which is clearly outlined on your course schedule, then you earn a grade of 0. And it's earning because I tell you in announcements when the test is, I tell you on your course documents when the test is. If you don't take the test, don't bother to email me and say, oh my gosh, I forgot. Couldn't you just open it for me? Because the answer is 100% always no. You take your test just like everyone else or you earn a grade of 0. Okay? We'll talk more about it in a minute. Now, homework, oh man, get your homework done. Because if you turn it in late, it's 10% grade penalty per day. And that's a lot of penalties, okay? Just get your homework done on time, okay? Now, another part of the homework we do are chapter review questions. Chapter review questions, I don't allow late work on. It's the same as your test. You cannot do it late. If you didn't do it, don't bother to email me and tell me all about how your dog had a hangnail and you couldn't get it done. You got a grade of 0. Do your stuff on time, okay? But you can always do things early. So let's say you're going to be out of town. Okay, first of all, get your chapter review questions done before you leave. But let's say you're going to be out of town on a weekend or taking a test. Just tell me ahead of time. Just email me. We will schedule you to take the test early. Early is fine. Late's a 0. So just make sure you get a hold of me. We'll set up a day and a time for you to take the test. And again, it's all online. You don't have to come in. I can put in an exception for you, put in a date and time that you'll take it early, and you'll be fine. Now, our course grading procedures. Homework is 40%, chapter review questions are 20%, and your exams are 40%. Okay? You don't want to do any late work, and you don't want to miss tests or exams for this reason, because it's a large part of your grade. And no, there's no extra credit assignments, so please don't ask me for any. Academic violations, if you cheat, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? Seriously, don't even waste your time. Here's our exam rules. Closed book, closed notes. You're not allowed to talk to anybody. No open computer window except for your test and Excel. So you can always have Excel open. Okay? Let's see. If you cheat, all kinds of bad things happen to you. You can just look at it right here and see. And normally what I see in Excel is somebody will ask someone else, hey man, I didn't do my homework. Can you just give me a copy this one time? Look, I'm going to find out. People, you guys all make very unique errors in your homework. Some of them are so slight that I don't mark you down on it, but I see it. And if I see some very strange, unique error come in, and then it comes in on somebody else's, you both get a 0. So please don't waste your time, okay? Just don't do it. Now, what I do say is ethical collaboration is strongly encouraged. Ethical means you don't give your homework to someone else, but you are always welcome to help them. Talk to the other person, help them out, but be responsible for yourself and your education. And do not contact your classmates and beg for homework. That's just unethical. Do not do it, okay? And if anyone emails you and asks you, let me know. Just tell me, hey, here's the email. They're asking me to give them my homework, because that's cheating. Now, what's weird in an online class is most people don't realize we have attendance. You do, okay? This is just like any other class. You have regular attendance, okay? And you have to be in class. So it's really weird. How are you in class in an online situation? Well, we measure it by your activity in the classroom. I can see when you're in the classroom. It gives me dates of when you've been there. So, and also the other way I measure it is turning in your homework. So if you fail to participate 4 weeks, and that's not 4 weeks in a row, it's 4 weeks total. So if you don't participate in week 2, and then 3, and then 6, you see how they add up? When you hit 4 weeks, you'll be dropped. Okay, and there's no excused absences. You're either in the classroom or you aren't. So please, again, don't email me and say, well, I wasn't in week 3 because my grandpa was sick. Look, you're here or you're not. This is college. If you miss 4 weeks of class, you're going to be dropped. If you are registered with the Office of Students with Disabilities, then you need to provide me with your DSS official paperwork. There's a couple of ways you can do that. You can bring it by my office. If I'm not here, slide it under my door. You can ask DSS to put it in my mailbox too, okay? If you have any type of disability, you have to have official DSS paperwork in order for me to make accommodations. I will not make, I don't know, do I want to do this in the middle of this? I don't think so, but thanks for asking. If you don't have DSS official paperwork, I can't accommodate you. So make sure you have it, okay? Now, course requirements for behavior. It's kind of weird in an online class. You're probably wondering, what do I mean by behavior? Well, that's usually in our discussion boards, okay? So you have to treat everybody with respect. Do not swear. There will be no racial, gender, or religious slurs of any kind. Do not criticize another student and call them a derogatory name, even if they ask a stupid question, okay? Just because they ask a stupid question, we don't have to say it's a stupid question, do we? And yes, people ask stupid questions. Somebody will ask, when is the homework due? You absolutely can answer it, but just be polite and say, hey, you know, go look at your course schedule, and maybe direct them to the location of the course schedule, right? Instead of saying, hey, idiot, you know, she told us, you know, to use the course schedule. Just be polite, okay? So just be professional, be an adult, you know, don't be ugly. If you find yourself wanting to post something mean, turn off the computer and walk away. It's a lot easier in an online class, right? The person's not actually next to you, so if you don't like something someone says, just move on, okay? Unfortunately, some people don't choose to do that, and if that happens, here's the whole list of the awful things that'll happen to you, okay? And you don't want to mess with any of this and have a record with the school of, you know, being nasty. So don't do anything bad. Does that make it easy? Now, the final thing is, let's say something happens and your computer goes down, heaven forbid. And then you try and tell me you can't get your homework done. Well, I'm sorry, that's not an acceptable excuse because we have open computer labs, okay? If something happens with your computer at home and you don't have a computer, then you are required to still get your work done. Now, obviously, you could ask a friend or a family member, but also we have these open computer hours for you. And look, look at this, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, we have a lot of computer hours, and BE 319 is restricted to only business education courses, which is you, okay? So, lots of ways for you to come in and get that work done on time. All right, that's about it for the syllabus, and let's move on to our next video.